As we get older, staying healthy seems to become more of a challenge every year. This is even more true for people who have busy days, like those of us who work in education. Making sure we get enough sleep when we're staying up late grading, trying to eat healthy when we're running out the door early in the morning, and trying to stay on top of whatever underlying health conditions we might have is almost too much for one person to do on their own. This is where we can leverage the power of AI. Take Care is a powerful all-in-one health tracker, but its real magic happens behind the scenes. By simply logging your daily life, what you eat, how you sleep, your activity, and your symptom levels, Take Care's intelligent AI begins to connect the dots for you. In as little as a week, Take Care can start to uncover patterns you'd never see on your own. You can become your own health detective. With Take Care, you can discover hidden triggers in your life. Like, could that midday fatigue be linked to the sugar in your morning coffee? You can use its smart meal analysis so you're not just counting calories. You can start to understand your food. And detailed nutritional breakdowns will actually suggest healthier alternatives that fit your taste. Bring easy-to-read Take Care data with you to your doctor's appointments to optimize your visits. You can even sync your smartwatch to track everything in one place. Plus, if you have any specific health questions, Carrie, your Take Care personal health assistant, will provide you with safe, contextual, and personalized guidance. Download the Take Care AI app on the Apple Store or get it on Google Play. And now, on with the show. Despite the title, I will only be making minor references to a famous animated franchise in this episode. I hope that eases your mind if you were skeptical about this one, and I apologize if you came here for some Disney magic. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the show. Also, this will be the last episode of 2025 for me. I'm going to take the next few weeks off for the holidays and to spend some time with my family, and also to do a little adventuring. You can hear the next new episode on Sunday, January 4th. This is Lessons We Forgot, and this episode is called Let It Go. My friend Elsa. No, you don't know her. She's from really far away. She gave me some really good advice one time. She said, let it go. But that can be really hard to do sometimes. This is especially true for people like us who care deeply about what we do, the students we teach, and the people we work with. But Elsa was right. Though it may be difficult, dwelling on the past, especially on our mistakes, only leads us to heartache and regret. And I'm not just referring to the times when we make big blunders or fail spectacularly and publicly. I'm also talking about those small ones, when maybe no one else even noticed except for you. The times you wish you could have said something a little differently, or when you know you could have done more. In fact, for me, those are the hardest ones of all to let go. Usually it's something I wish I would have said, times when I needed to say something and I didn't, or when I should have changed the words I said, or at least the tone in which I said them. I know every interaction can't be like the movies. Everything I say won't be heartfelt, passionate, poignant, or comforting. But it really sucks when I think of the perfect words to say after they needed it to be said. I can change the script as many times as I want before I push the record button when I'm making my podcast, but we only get one shot in real life. So how do we do this thing that sounds so simple, but is really quite difficult? How do we actually let it go? Well, like I said earlier, this is something I struggle with, so I'm not going to pretend like I have the answer. But I do know that as teachers, we give our students fresh starts all the time. We look past our students' previous mistakes, we wipe the slate clean, and we accept the new and improved versions of our kids when we see them the next time. We need to start doing that for ourselves too. We cannot hold ourselves to the unrealistic standard of perfection that many of us strive to achieve. Let's try to give ourselves a fresh start, even after a lesson doesn't go the way we want it to. Let's wipe the slate clean when we don't handle a situation with as much grace as we hope we could. And let's accept the new and improved version of ourselves that have learned from prior mistakes and are probably better than we give ourselves credit for. Let it go. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Lessons We Forgot. I'm the host, Chris Winkle. You can contact me at lessonsweforgot@gmail.com, and you can follow the show or message Lessons We Forgot on Facebook. Either way, I'd love to hear from you and welcome you to our community. If you really enjoyed this episode, please consider sharing it with a friend. That is the best way to help grow the podcast. If you want to hear more Lessons We Forgot, I post new episodes on Sunday nights. Make sure you subscribe to follow the show on whatever podcast platform you use. And when you rate the show, like an episode, or leave a comment, we can reach even more listeners. If you hate ads just like me, I do have a Patreon site, patreon.com/lessonsweforgot. And for only $1 a month, you can get the show without ads. You can try that out right now for free to see if it's something you'd be interested in. Thanks again for your support.